Good morning and welcome to Ellon Academy's virtual assembly for week 2, term 3. The first topic is online learning, and as you'll be aware, we've started something new this time, and that's registration between 9 and 10 a.m. And the purpose of this is part of our well-being tracking plans to ensure that all young people are safe and well whilst they're at home. And just as a tool for us to check in with register teachers with each young person in the morning, and it helps us with learning engagement as well. It's very important that we do that so that we can keep a check on all of our learners for the engagement purpose and for well-being. Also, as you know, last lockdown, Ellon Academy decided that Google Classroom would be our platform for delivering learning out with school. And there are also other supplementary resources that have been published and can be accessed online. And those resources are from East School, from the Scottish Highlands. BBC Two is catering for secondary school. Scholar is for young people who are S3 and above. And there are other resources from Education Scotland as well. So as you'll be aware, some key workers' children are in school just now and our numbers are reasonably small, but it's really good to have them in school, and it's good to play a part in supporting our key workers as they do essential jobs during the pandemic. If there are any parents with changes of circumstances and you are key workers, please get in touch with us, because the online Aberdeenshire form is not being reopened, so you have to get in contact with schools directly. And we're happy to have key workers' children in school, and their experience is the same as those children at home. They're not being taught, they're not being supported essentially with their learning. They're just being given a safe place to carry out their online learning with members of staff supervising that. When they're in school, they're getting options of hot and cold meals at break and lunchtime, and we're keeping them in school. We're not allowing them out and about to restrict the spread of the virus at lunchtimes as well, so they stay in school. I've spoken about the wellbeing and engagement trackers, and Google Guardian is something new this time as well, which we've been looking into since the last lockdown, and it helps parents support the young people at home, so parents have an idea of the notifications that are being pushed out to parents, telling parents when young people have deadlines to meet and when work has been posted for them. Our school website as well has been updated, and there's a new bit on the pupil zone called online learning pupil support, and that can be accessed through our school website with the link there on the page. There's a great resource as well, and Mrs. Moyer has been very busy working on resources and populating the website with those resources for young people to access. So something that is on our minds at this time of year as well is course choices and progression pathways. And the usual transitions we're looking at is young people moving from S2 into S3 and so on, right up until youngsters who are planning on staying on to senior phase and going from S4 to S5 and S5 to S6. Mr. Cowie has prepared a recorded video presentation for pupils and parents and carers, and we're just checking that today, and it should be with you at the beginning of next week. We also are using Microsoft Forms for an electronic option form this year, and Microsoft Forms will help us collate the pupil options, and you'll be seeing that very soon as well. We've updated our subject information booklet, and that will be sent to you electronically as well, so that will be helpful when you're having your discussions. Couple of updates for you this week as well. The reports will be out very soon, before the end of January for S1, 2 and 3. We're just at the stage where we are getting them. They're going to be sent electronically to all parents and carers' email addresses. The SQA, I'm going to a meeting at 9:30 this morning with our director to hear if there are any updates regarding SQA. But last Friday, I attended a Scottish Head Teachers online seminar with John Swinney, the Deputy First Minister, and with Gail Gorman, the Chief Inspector from Education Scotland. And they spoke about short-term and immediate plans, and the government were working with various partners to review what's going to happen for this academic year for our young people, and longer term plans looking at various mechanisms for change in terms of how Scottish education assess young people's progress in the future. So, as always, we will update you as soon as we have information to share. And the final message, as ever, is, stay at home, follow the guidelines, follow the rules and restrictions and mitigations so that we can, don't give the virus a chance to spread. Yes, vaccines are coming, but we still are in a very critical point. If you follow the news, you'll see that there are the highest cases of the infection and also the highest level of death since the start of lockdown last year. So it's absolutely vital that we all do our part and don't give that virus a chance to spread. So until next week, thank you very much for tuning in and listening, and take care everyone and stay safe.